Hi, this is Frederik. We are here today in the Beginhof, KORTRIJK, and we have the honor to interview Emma Bale. Good afternoon, Emma. What was your first impressions, or what were your impressions here in KORTRIJK?
I thought it was a very cozy festival, and I was looking forward to play here, and I had a great time. So yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot. Personally, I'm not that quite familiar with your songs or with the acts you do. Could you tell us a bit about who Emma Bale is, what her ambition is, what should somebody who doesn't know Emma Bale, what should we know about you?
That's a deep question. That's something I'm thinking about every day as well. But I think if I would describe my music, that it's pop music with some edge to it, and I love to write personal songs. So every song has a story that has something to do with my personal life, and yeah, it actually kind of started as therapy for me, and still is therapy for me. So yeah, I just like to share personal stories, and I think that's Emma Bale. Sharing stories with a smile and with a tear, and by dancing to it.
Okay, so may I say that your lyrics are as important then as your music?
I think it's even more important. I mean, it takes a lot to make a good song, and the song itself is always more important than the production around it. I mean, it completes a song, but it doesn't make a song, I think.
So the basis of your songs is the lyrics. It's some kind of poetry, which is assisted or enriched by music. Could we
Yeah,
tell?
exactly.
Okay, thanks a lot. So how do you came to this idea of making this kind of music? What were the things that influenced you? Which bands influenced you, or which other influences were vital to what to what you stand for today?
Um, I think it just grew into what it is today. I used to make a lot of indie music, and yeah, just a lot of guitar based music, and just quite more folky than what I'm doing right now. But I think it just grew that way, and also I got older, and yeah, I don't know, it just happened that way, and my influences changed over the years as well, as I started when I was 14. So I think that's logic. But today, a lot of artists influence me, like Lord or Banks or yeah, even Florence and the Machine. A lot of strong women with their own identity. I think that's what influences me the most.
Okay, thanks a lot. Lord Banks, you named it. Quite, let's say, influential artists nowadays with a real personality. Strong, like you said, strong women. How important is it for you, or how difficult for you, or is it more difficult for you as a woman to break through, or to find an audience, or
Um,
it's maybe a weird question.
no, I get that question a lot, and I think it's a rightful question. But I think the hardest thing for me was being young and a woman in the industry, because a lot of people don't take you that seriously when you're that young. So I think I got more problems with people thinking I'm young, and I think they took that more. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think that was harder than being a woman, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot male artists. Even in Belgium, there's more male artists than women. I think it's strange, but
And sorry, do you feel they still have preconceptions towards women, or is it changing?
I don't know if it's changing. I mean, I hope so, and I think over the years, a lot of more female artists got known in Belgium, and I think that's a good thing. But I'm not that busy with that. I think they just have to have a good story, and if you're, I don't think it's that big of a deal if you're a woman or a man. You just have to have a good story and have good music, and yeah, I don't know.
Of course, it should be like that.
Yeah.
What's your ambition with your music?
It changes every year, because every year I get to I get to do the things that I wanted to do the year before. So I don't know. I'm going on a tour in February, so that's a cool thing. That was one of my dreams as well, and I hope to tour around the world one day. That would be great, and to see a lot of wonderful places and meet a lot of inspirational people, and yeah, to bring my music all over the world. That would be one of my biggest ambitions.
Okay, thanks a lot. Suppose that tomorrow you were on a desert island and you could only bring 3 records with you. What records would you absolutely take with you on that desert island?
Damn, I don't really listen to records actually, but if I had to choose, I would definitely bring Current of Tame Impala. I would bring... it's hard. I don't really listen to records. I only listen to similar songs. I don't know.
Or which artist would you absolutely take with you? Which are your number 3 artists?
I think Charlie XCX, Tame Impala, and Lord. Yeah.
That's a nice selection, of course.
It is.
Is there something else we should know about you today or in the future, or any plans?
I've been working on new music for the last 2 years, so I'm busy finishing that up, and whenever it's done, I'm gonna play more in Belgium, and I hope I'm also gonna play in our neighbor lands. How do we say it? So yeah, that's the plan for the next year, so I'm excited.
Okay. I don't know, you have a record deal at the moment, or
Yeah,
you?
I do.
Okay. And you released already an album, or?
I didn't release an album, but I did release an EP, and then we released like the deluxe version of it with 9 songs. But you could call it an album, but it's actually not. I didn't bring out my first album yet, and I'm thinking about waiting with that because I don't really believe in albums in my genre. So I think I'm just gonna bring out what I think I should bring out, and I'm just gonna do what I feel. I think.
Okay, it seems a bit odd for me because of course I'm a bit older. I'm used to buy albums.
I know.
And like you said, Lord and Banks, it are really artists with great albums. So
I know.
Somehow, okay, it's maybe a preconception. I expect you to make a mind-blowing album one day.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still 20, so I think I just want to go for, I just want to go for what I think is best, and I think that I still need to grow and need to see where my music leads me, and where it takes me, and whenever I feel ready to bring the album out, I will. I think so. I'm just gonna do what I feel.
What comes naturally.
Exactly, yeah. I don't want to force anything because then people will feel it, I think. And I have some good songs coming up, and I'm excited for them. And I'm just going to build it up slowly. And I think it's also nice for people to have, like, after 6 months, new music already. So I think it's a good way to separate it and to bring it out, and for people to keep in touch.
Okay, that's a smart way of thinking about your career, I believe. So I think we've asked everything we wanted to know about you.
Great.
Jan, is that okay?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Emma.
Thank you.
Zeg ik een vraag vergeten? Kan ik